Hello everyone and welcome to this week's episode of the Game Imporium, where some friends have gathered around the digital table to play a board game. Once again, we are back. We're trying to be less sporadic, but I think that will even out as the year goes on. I think we'll get to about December and then we'll go, oh yeah, this is how we're actually going to do it. It's been a couple of weeks because life stuff has happened, but because it's been a couple of weeks, we are joined once again by Dani from Sovranti. Hello, Dani.
Hi.
And as always,
Thanks for having me again.
You are always welcome, Dani. You are absolutely always welcome.
I must be doing something right because I keep getting invited back, so that's good.
I mean, you bought us donuts. That's a good start.
So true. I'm just buying my time on this platform.
We always enjoy it, and of course, we enjoy playing with Sovranti, which is an absolute blast. And we have Dom. Dom is here as always. Hello, Dom.
Hello.
Yay!
All the friends. Laura is not here because she's busy painting her toenails.
Understandable.
Yeah. It takes a lot of concentration, to be fair. She's a long human. She's got a long way to reach down to get to her toes. So, anyway, we are going to be playing some Mission Catastrophe today from Cardboard Alchemy, the same publishers as who did Flamecraft, which the prospect of a Cardboard Alchemy game being on Sovranti and that connection makes me feel very excited as a potential future prospect. Who knows? I don't know whether that's a thing or not. I may be spoiling things. I may be making stuff up. Who can say? I mean, Dani could say, but who can say? Really?
I can say, but I can't say. But no, Cardboard Alchemy team is great, and we're really excited to be working with them for Mission Catastrophe for now. Hopefully in the future. I don't know if anyone out there is watching.
Yeah, if anyone from Cardboard Alchemy is watching, please put Flamecraft on. Flamecraft is great. We love Flamecraft. So we are, as we are joined by Dani, this must mean we are playing on Sovereign today, who are our partners for our partner platformer. And we are going to be playing this today as part of this month. This is the premiere launch month for Mission Catastrophe, I believe. And as part of the theming for this month, it is Tricks, Treats and Traps, in which you can go on and play all sorts of spooky and tricky games that you can get onto. You can get involved with Mission Catastrophe, Night of the Ninja, The Night Cage, which we are going to be playing later this month, because that's a Halloween-y game, because Halloween-y, and I've wanted to play The Night Cage for a while. Skull King and Squirrel or Die, which we have also played on the channel. So there's a lot of fun games to be played here. So you can go on to Sovranti, you can check out those games are completely free for the entirety of this month, and then there'll be a revolving library is always happening at the silver tier. But if you want to have access to all of the other games that are available, like Space Base, Planet Unknown, other games that are not spacey, then you can go on to Sovranti, you can enter the code Gameimp and get yourself a 60-day free subscription at Platinum level, so you can see all of the games there. And only one person in your party has to have the Platinum subscription for you to share the love and play remotely and across platforms. Sovereignty. I'm getting better at doing... I say ad reads.
Yay!
It's just, I'm getting better at doing these things because you get used to it. It's all fun. Good stuff. I don't think there's anything else I need to say about Sovereignty that I can remember, or anything else I've missed off of what's happening in this one. Oh, check out Dice Breakers happening on Sovereignty's social media platforms and the YouTube channel.
Yeah, those are fun.
There's all sorts of stuff happening over there. All sorts of playthroughs. You had
all things.
You were playing the Night Cage with Ruel Gaviola not too long ago.
Yes, last week we posted. We played the Night Cage from Smirk and Dagger. Mm-hmm. And Alexis really liked it. So you should go watch the video and see. I'm really proud. She's starting to especially because it's a co-op game. So she is now involved. She knows how to contribute and she's getting it, she's becoming a gamer. So it's so fun to watch her become more comfortable with contributing. Because we played Forbidden Desert way early on, one of the, I think it was the fourth game that she played.
Yeah. And
she got it and she was following along and everything, but it's fun to see her in in the Night Cage now, speaking out and understanding the game and now knowing how to contribute to the co-op game. So that's been fun to see. So Go check it out.
Yeah, go do that. It's over on the YouTube page, which I've just dropped a link into there. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a really nice feeling of when you bring a gamer through and you've been doing competitive games. Like I've had this whole experience with Laura of starting playing games, and then we've come into playing co-op games, and instead of being I hate the term alpha gamer because it's very much a thing that I am susceptible to do. I try to tamp it down, just like, oh, you could do this, you could do this. I try and bring it into you could do this, not you should do this. Is I think that's my toxic board gaming trait. So I just run through all the options, which doesn't necessarily help. But it's great when people start picking up and are able to add to the conversation and see things from a different perspective. And like, oh yeah, we could do this, or what about this?
Yes.
It's like, oh,
yeah,
I didn't see that. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that. It's real good. It's real good fun because it just means they're getting to be better opponents for you in the future. Which is all good fun.
Exactly.
All good stuff. And speaking of people that are good fun and are there with us, I guess we have to talk about Gameimp, who are the providers of game adjacent gear and goods. That's one of my worst segues for quite a while. So I think Dom's just disappointed in me on that one.
Dom's like, oh no.
Let's get there. But yes, Gameimp are making some wonderful gaming gear and goods and some wonderful stuff like candles, t-shirts, artwork, and at the moment they have a Kickstarter page going for, I believe it is for Made from Clay is the Kickstarter, and it is about an ode effectively to Frankenstein and the Mary Shelley book and Frankenstein's monster. That's sort of a metal mini, kind of. It's a big mini that they are producing some other fun artsy stuff around that. So go check out Kickstarter, which I did not put a link to, but you can go check it out on over there. If you want to go to Gameimp and see some of the usual stuff, you can go to gameimp.co.uk/eatcritsurvive, because we haven't changed that code yet, or use the code eatcritsurvive at checkout to get yourself 5% off. And with all those obligations done, let's have a look at what we're doing here on Mission Catastrophe. So is Mission Catastrophe a co-op game, or is it a competitive game, or does that depend on our setup?
So, Mission Catastrophe can be a competitive, a co-op, or a team game if you're playing with 4 players.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you want to play? Do you want to play the co-op or the Soul Survivor competitive mode?
What are you feeling, Dom? Are you feeling competitive or are you feeling cooperative today?
Let's go Soul Survivor.
Soul Survivor?
Soul Survivor. All right. So, what's your next prompt, Luke?
I've got choose a ship layout or confirm Casimir.
I like this ship layout. You can change it to whatever you want if you want to click on the buttons on the bottom or randomize it, or you can just go ahead and click confirm.
Let's see what we've got here. So this is Odyssey. This is Pincer. This is Ring. This is the worst chocolate bar Bounty. Arrow. And Roswell. Let's see what we've got. Should we just go random? Should we just see what happens if we hit random?
Sure.
Yeah, why
sure.
not?
Let's go for
Let's
a random ship.
Yeah, that looks reasonable.
Casimir.
That is the original one.
That's the OG ship. Let's go for that. We are going Soul Survivor. Do you want to play with hard mode? Let's say no.
Let's say no for the first time playing it. This game is incredible for replayability. It has so many different versions that you can play.
Mm-hmm.
So I highly recommend it if you're like, oh, I played it, and yes, you can keep playing it. And whatever you want to add to it.
Yeah, including Under Pressure, which I feel like might get us a DMCA strike.
We'll not play Under Pressure for this time. Under Pressure adds an extra amount of pressure to the game.
Really?
It does.
Let's go. Should we go with standard location numbers?
Standard. So how the location numbers work is each location has a number associated to it. And when the die rolls, if it rolls that number, that location is going to get hit. So with the standard layout, for example, the engine room is the 7. So the engine room is probably going to get hit more often. but that is what it is.
That's okay. So now I
Now
have
you
some
get to
character
choose
selection.
your character. Your character doesn't have a specific ability. You get to actually pick that in the next step. You are just picking who is your favorite. But you can't pick Blorp because Blorp is my favorite.
Blorp Johnson.
Unless you really want to pick Blorp, but
that
Blorp is my favorite.
That feels too politically charged in this country to play Blorp Johnson. So let's see who we've got here. We've got Zando.
Yeah.
Makes the claw for kick. However that's interesting. We've got Cricket. We've got Chad. We've got Gizmo262, Blorp Johnson, and T-Tuck TikTok. I'm feeling Chad. I'm feeling Chad energy today.
All right.
Let's go with Chad.
Okay, now Dom gets to choose.
Yeah, who do I like the look of?
I am Chad. I have my homeworld is Reptivrius Colony. I have expendable assets, Space Ventures Inc. And yeah, there you go. That's the ship I serve on. He also looks like he's wearing an apron, which is...
It does.
He's got a waistcoat and an apron, which...
Yes.
By the look of everything else that he's wearing, the apron is just there for modesty's sake.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
I'm glad
Although,
we see the front
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Gizmo, because being a soul survivor, being a sort of cat gremlin hybrid seems like a good one for being out for yourself.
That has a lot of Stitch vibes, doesn't it? From Lilo and Stitch.
Yes. Yes, it does. Okay. So now you are getting to choose your role card. So you can choose what job you want your player to be. And then within that job has 3 different cards that you're going to get to use.
Oh, wow.
I would say for the most part, they're all pretty good. Specifically like pilot, first mates. I like the, what is it? The rig operator. I think I like that one too. There's a couple options. So something you need to know, just looking at these cards, on the left of each of them, once you click on a role, there's going to be the cards that pop up. On the left, there's going to be green, yellow, and or red on the left-hand side. That's just telling you when your ability is going to be in effect. So in the green section is right off, the ship is good, the ship is green, it hasn't been hit too many times. Once the ship gets hit a certain amount of times, we're going to be in yellow. And then after a little bit, we're going to be in red as well. So if you choose something that only has yellow and red, for example, you're only going to use it a little bit later on in the game, which is potentially fine. But just know that when you choose them. All of the icons are listed. If you inspect to the right of your player card in front of you, it'll say modules. And then if you right click and hold and rotate that around, it will show you all the iconography of the card. So if that helps, if you want to ask questions, if you just want to pick one and go for it, you can do that too.
Let's see, what have we got? I'm going to go random and see what happens.
All right, I like it.
Let's go random.
That's kind of my thinking as well.
I am the quartermaster with deep pockets.
Ooh. I'll go take a look. Oh, I can't see him yet until. Oh no, I can't.
Interesting. That should be fun. And have you chosen the captain?
Oh, on the teleport.
So, Luke, typically you get to have pip cards or cards that are going to be helpful for you. We are only able to hold on to 7 of them. You are able to hold on to 8 when we're in the yellow zone, and when we're in the red, you can hold on to 9 of them.
Okay.
So that's what yours allows you to do. And Dom, you get to discard a pip card. Again, those are cards you're going to get that are going to be helpful. But if you discard one of them, you get to move diagonally, which you don't normally get to do. Okay. So we are seeing the setup for the ship by basically seeing who's going first. Everyone rolls and some damage gets done to the ship. When damage gets done to the ship and it hits a location, the red cube is going to the ship above the ship. So So if you can see, we're on the ship, but there's like a card above it that has all the ship icons on it. And that's where the red cubes are going. If we ever get to the 1 where we have placed a red cube on the 1 section, the ship explodes and we all lose. So in this game, only one of us can win, but we also could all lose. If it's damaged too much. In order to win this game, you need to collect a card from each of the 4 locations that are like resource locations. So like the engine room is orange, the life support is red, the navigation is yellow, and the greenhouse is green. You can see those stacks of cards to the right of that ship icon that you clicked on originally. You need to have, so like in order to get off this ship, you need to have navigation codes, you need to have food rations, you need to have a power pack, and you need to have an oxygen tank. Makes sense, right? If you're going to escape, you need some things in order to survive. And then what you need to do is you need to get onto one of these escape pods. There are 6 escape pods. They're at the top and the bottom. On the back of each escape pod is a letter, A, B, C, D, E, or F. You need to make sure you set the fuse, which is over by location 11 at the bridge. It's the circle. Currently, no fuses have been set. So let's say you know the location of life pod A. And so you're going to set the fuse to A, and you're going to get to the A escape pod, and you're going to escape with all your items. You need to have all of those sport cards as well. What happens is the locations that are connected to those escape pods, if they ever lose all 3 of their red cubes, the life pod is going to go away. So if you know the location of a life pod, you want to maybe keep that location alive so that you don't lose the life pod you know of. Each of the other locations, so I went through the 4 ones that you get the cards from. Each of the other locations allows you to do something special too, with the exception of the one we're currently standing on. So again, to the right of your player card, if you inspect that card, it's going to show you what all of the locations do. So the crew quarters is where we all start. There's no specific action there. Those resource modules that I went over, the 5, 6, 7, and 8, those give you cards. And then like operations allows you to draw 3 pip cards. You get to keep one of them. Maintenance allows you to remotely repair any module on the ship. So a room is considered a module, or a tile is a module. Laboratory, you can convert 3 non-resource pip cards into 1 resource pip card. So let's say you got a lot of pip cards and you're like, I really need a red one. So you can get rid of some and get some more. Cargo bay, take any 1 pip card from the discard. Teleporter, you can move to any module. Bridge is how you set the fuse, and sensors allows you to remotely look at any escape pod if you really want to see those. If you are ever on a location that loses or it doesn't have any cubes, it doesn't have any oxygen in it. So you need to have a spacesuit in order to survive in that location. So keep that in mind. You don't want to run into a location that doesn't have any cubes. And lastly, we're going to run into a lot of cascading in the towards the end of the game. Hopefully we don't run into it soon. If a location only has 1 red cube on it, and that red cube gets removed, it's going to cascade and hit all the adjacent locations as well. So it's going to remove a cube from all of those locations. But you'll see happen because Sovranti takes care of all those things. Do you have any questions right away? Otherwise, I think we can just jump right in, and if I remember more, I can let you know.
Visit the 4 coloured locations, pick up the stuff, set the fuse on your escape pod, and then get to it.
Yep. All right. Perfect. Okay, so you're good so far. On your turn, you're going to see what you're going to get to do on your turn. You'll get to move. You'll get to use the location. You can draw pip cards, use them. I am going to move. I'll go this way to start. So if you ever have a card that allows you to, so if you ever have a card that allows you to interrupt somebody's action, where you're like, sometimes there's override cards, or like you want to play a card to like mimic somebody's action, you'll have to look at your pip cards to see what they do. But you may want to hit the extend time button that pops up at the bottom if you need more time. And then it'll add like 20 more seconds for you to do your action. All right, I'm going to use this module to get a yellow card.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's my turn. You get 3 actions on your turn. Luke, you get to roll. Something's going to get hit, and then you'll get to take your turn.
That is an 8. That's
Ooh.
not good for Dani.
It's actually okay for me because my captain ability allows me to have an action whenever I'm on a location that gets hit. So I'm okay with it.
All right, I'm going to move. And move. I'm gonna take a gamble on the engine room.
Ooh.
Well, I'm going on probability, so let's. So this is a draw pip. Yes, is that what I want to be doing, or use module? Use module is what I want to do, isn't it?
Using module allows you to draw the orange card. Gives you a guarantee. There are resource cards in the pip deck, but they're not very. Like, I wouldn't draw a pip card hoping you get a resource gift. There's lots of other
probabilities
things that they will give you.
Else.
Yes.
Too dumb.
They're helpful. They're all helpful. Some are more helpful than others for different situations, obviously. But ooh, a 2.
Ooh. Well, that is a short period of thinking time if you want to interrupt someone. 2 seconds. If you're not paying attention.
If you hit the extend time, if you're like not sure and you want to make sure you read your cards, it gives you a lot longer.
Boy, let's see.
Let's go wandering like everybody else has.
All right.
Let's see where you end up.
We each seem to be going to one of the locations, so if I use the module, I get a red thing, hopefully, yeah?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
Okay.
Get an oxygen tank.
Nice.
So between the 3 of us, we're all good. Oh, hello, Moth.
I mean, it seems like a bit of an oversight not to have oxygen tanks in the escape pods, but there you go.
It's a bit of an...
Yes. It's not the best setup system. I mean, after all, this ship, like the backstory of this game is you were on this ship to, like, you're learning about, like, an asteroid or something, but then the asteroid explodes and all the meteors that are hitting your ship now were from the one that I definitely didn't look at what that was. So I will waste another action to do that. Okay. I got it now. That's funny. Okay. We'll repair this module. So in the co-op game, when a player looks at a life pod, you like the whole table gets to see it, and it never flips back over, so it's just like permanently there. So that's really helpful.
Sure. Yeah. Makes sense.
But in co-op, you like you're all doing the same thing. Like you all need a card. You all need to find an escape pod, and then like you all escape on different escape pods. So you need to have fuses set for every escape pod that everyone's going on.
Gotcha.
Something here. I'll just repair it one more time. All right, that's my turn.
Alrighty, what do I got? Where are we heading? 6. Okay, not the worst thing in the world. Not the worst thing. Alright, let's scuttle to maintenance. And down to the life support system. And I think I will also use the module. Get myself a... Yeah, so I've got 2 resources, which makes my life a little easier. And pass.
9.
Oh, yep, okay. That's not the worst.
Arguably, yeah, not terrible. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do. Just trying to work out what one of my cards does. That makes.
Yeah, and as always, feel free to ask questions.
So the
there's a lot of icons in this game, so
yeah.
you can always use that iconography to help. Sorry to cut you off, Luke.
No, that's okay. So the resource cards are just basically you just need to have those. They don't do anything in particular.
Yep. Nope. You just need to have them. It's kind of about like being able to manage having 4 of them and using other cards, because you can use your pip cards for other things. So it kind of takes away your ability pip cards, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever get a spacesuit, make sure you play the spacesuit card. So having it like in your stack doesn't mean you actually are wearing the spacesuit. Basically, just means it's in your backpack.
Gotcha.
You're not wearing it.
Okay. Makes sense.
So, and it doesn't get used then as in your hand. So you can only hold up 7. Luke can hold more, but if you've played your spacesuit, you're wearing it, so can carry more.
Let's learn from Dani and look at the escape pod and actually remember what it is.
Yeah, make sure you see it before you hit confirm. Like, I hit a confirm button, but I was too busy chatting that I was like, I never actually looked at what I was supposed to be confirming. Oh.
Okay. Right. Yeah, let's just go wandering again, I think.
I think I've got a plan for my next turn. I don't know if it's going to be a good plan or if it's just a plan.
I'm just going to scavenge stuff and hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like the way to start to begin with, and then presumably things will get a bit more complicated as bits start falling off the ship.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh no, Chad! Your location has been hit!
No! Curse it.
All right.
Curse the luck of Chad.
What? You know what? We're going to draw a pip card. See what we get. All right. I'm going to move here. We'll move here.
Okay. Oof, 10. Okay. Alright. So, I'm going to view escape pod. Confirm.
That's interesting, because now we both know what one that is.
We do both know what that one is.
Ooh.
Then I shall move to the teleporter. And I will view this escape pod.
Ooh.
So now I know 2 things. And that is that one. Interesting. Chat, you now know the same information that I do. Whether that is helpful, who could say? But I know the teleporter, so I can at least move around relatively.
This is true. You can go wherever you want.
2 again.
That's statistically unlikely, but it happens. So.
Okay. Oh.
Now I feel like having 5 with 2 damage cubes is a bad thing for Dani specifically, because Dom and I both have oxygen tanks.
And I now
Yeah.
Power pack.
But those don't come into effect until you try to get off the ship. So I'm just running around risking it for a little bit.
Okay. You just don't want it to
Ooh.
blow up.
Now that life support is, if that gets hit, because you both looked at that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if that gets hit one more time, that escape pod goes away.
It does.
So yes, so you may want to fix that one. If I were to recommend anything, you don't have to. You can go look at other ones. If it goes, it goes.
Yeah, I'm okay with it going. It's more of a you need a red card, so that could be.
Well, I can get to the location. The card doesn't go away. Just the escape pod goes away.
Oh, I see. I got you. Okay.
Sorry. Yes. Now I get what you're saying. I was like, wait, I'll get there eventually. It'll be fun.
And presumably you have to be in the location to repair it.
Unless you're in the maintenance, that can let you do it remotely.
Yes. Or there's some, like, if you really wanted to, there's some pip cards that are like remote repair pip cards.
That's the maintenance. Go on then, let's be nice and repair life support.
Well, interesting. I think we've just found the weakling. The weak one who needs oxygen to breathe. Ooh.
Okay. Oh, my location gets hit again. I'm okay with that. I like it when I get hit. All right. We're going to use module to get some food rations.
Bonus action. That seems real strong. What is my ability? What have I got? Oh, it's a card limit thing. Hand limit. Okay.
Yes.
What's yours, Dom? What have you got?
I can discard a pip card to move diagonally.
Ooh.
Which I'm thinking might be more useful later once bits of the ship fall off.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I'm going to draw a pip card. See what else I get. Okay, and then what else should we do? We can move. We'll move to sensors.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Let's see what's going to get hurt. 6.
Again! I should have stayed there so I got another action.
All the actions. Alright, I will use the teleporter to move myself. I'm going to go to the greenhouse. I will...
Nice.
Oh, interesting. I can't use the greenhouse. Is that because I've met my hand limits? Or can it not be... You can't draw a card until it's repaired?
It needs to be... Yes, good question. It needs to have 2 cubes in order to use the location. So basically it doesn't have power right now.
Gotcha. So I shall repair it.
So it needs to... So it's like full is full. And then if it has 2, that means it has power. If it only has 1, that means it only has oxygen in it. And if it doesn't have any cubes, it doesn't have any of those things.
You don't want to be there. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Engine room is taking some damage.
Right.
So that's bad. That suggests that none of our escape pods have got power.
Correct. And the escape pod does need to have power in order to escape on it.
Well, that's a tricky conundrum. If only I could do something about it.
If only.
Okay. Yeah, let's just do a bit of wandering. Back into crew quarters. Up over to sensors.
Jesus.
Ooh,
There are some shenanigans happening in the wedding prep, apparently. I've just been sent a message
Oh
from
no!
I've just been forwarded a message from my future mother-in-law. It's fine. There's nothing serious. It's just funny.
Oh, that's good.
The inevitability of there was a conversation about having snacks for the bride, and there is an obsession.
Snacks are important.
Yes, and there's an obsession about what's going to happen with said snacks throughout the day. There are plans for said snacks, but
This is good. This is good.
if they're focusing on the important things.
Yeah, right. Oh, hello, Don. Welcome to this side of the board.
Yes, I've just used the.
I could
sensors to
only
have a
eat
sneaky peek.
I ate like a rabbit on my wedding day. Like I could not eat large bites of things. Like I just was too nervous. So I just ate like tiny little bites of things. And so, yes, food is important though. Thankfully, my mom, as we had just gotten ready and we were gonna leave, and she's like, "I made you a sandwich. Do you want one?" And I just like really wasn't hungry. I was just like couldn't eat, and she's like, "Really should try to eat something." And then I was like, "I just don't. I'm not hungry." And she's like, even though I hadn't eaten anything, so I should have eaten. And she's like, "No, mother." She's like,
Yeah.
"Well, you really should try to eat something." And I was like, "Okay, I'll try." And I was like, "Thank goodness I did," because I ended up eating the whole thing just fine. But it took so long because I ate such little bites. I was like, "What's wrong with me?" It's a strange day. It's a strange day where you're like, oh, okay.
Well, I guess this is happening.
I guess I can't eat today. Like, I don't know. I have no problem every other day. All right, so don't forget what this is now. Okay. All right, and we'll repair this module. So it's a good thing. She's got people looking out for her and getting snacks.
Yes. They went to the supermarket earlier this week to get provisions. 9 gets hit.
Good.
Okay. I'm intrigued about what will happen when it's our turn. If only for curiosity's sake. I will.
I hope Laura is able to eat, because you would not want a hangry bride.
No, I do not want a hangry Laura specifically.
Oh, these snacks for Laura too.
Well, no, we're thinking for our wedding, it'll be more of a.
Yeah.
I suspect she'll probably have a couple, but it'll be less of a concern for her on her sister's wedding day, because at the very least, I will have like vol-au-vents and things like that I will squirrel away for her to snack on.
In your cheek
Squirrel
pouches.
away for her.
Yes. Yeah. I'll just. It'll look so good for the photos. Just me, just hamster.
It'll look great.
Yeah. But I know
What
for our
Batman
wedding...
Batman really keeps his utility belt, just snacks.
Yeah.
That should be something all the time.
Yeah. I imagine Connor, one of our other D&D friends, I imagine he goes around with his tool belt, and it's just every so often. Yeah. He's got his spanner. He's a gas engineer, so he works on boilers and things like that. So he's got his spanner. He's got his gas detector. He's got a can of Pepsi or something like that. Chocolate bar, that sort of thing. He's also got his emergency first aid kit, because that boy hurts himself a lot.
You gotta be prepared.
Yeah. All right. I am going to.
Oh, you're gonna hack the bridge.
Yes. And I am going to go with C.
Oh. I wonder which one's C.
And I'll draw a quick card, because why not? Let's see what we got. What is that? Oh, hello. Pass. Cool, good to know. Now, chat, I have to say...
Third time in a row I've rolled snake on these.
Yes!
That sounds
Blur
like...
gets the extra action.
That
All right.
sounds very much like a Dom thing to roll or what? On some dice.
Yeah, dumb. That's like such a rare number to roll.
So 1 in 36 chance, Dom. Come on.
There you go.
Now, chat, if you're
like
paying
that.
attention to what Dani was saying earlier, that the situation I have at the moment is uncommon. Also, hi Frost Knight GT. Just popped it by to say hello.
Hi.
Are you back in the country, or are you still somewhere in Europe? Frost Knight is the question I have for you. Because Frost Knight is my personal shopper who went to Essen for me. I say for me. He went for himself, but he went with a car, so he was able to buy me some stuff.
Wow.
Which is helpful.
That's nice.
Just
What'd you get?
It's good to hear. So I asked Santa for some expansion. Basically, I got expansions. Is the main thing I got for Hippocrates, or as we know it on this channel, Hippocrates.
Same thing.
Which is nothing to do with hippos, but it's a tile placement, order fulfillment game based around ancient Greece medicine, which is really interesting. The Darwin's Journey, that's fulfilling its Kickstarter now. I played it on Tabletop Simulator, really enjoyed the game, and they had a bunch of mini expansions that were available there. A friend of mine wanted a copy of the new Ark Nova expansion.
Nice.
So Frost Knight was able to grab that for me, and I missed out on... there's a couple of other like random promos and expansions and stuff that was there, but I missed out on getting Evacuation was the game that was high on the list that I dithered on getting and then therefore made a mistake. I'm going to use a pip card and I'm going to play Spacesuit.
Oh!
So I now have my spacesuit.
I don't have one yet.
I will move inwards.
You really need a spacesuit at that point? You have things to that oxygen.
I do, but it seems like it's one of the things to have it played and then it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like
it never goes away. Yep.
Yeah.
If you're ever in a location that gets like loses its oxygen, it's helpful.
It's a good safety net. So I'm just going to go there. I'm just going to chill out there. Yeah, Frost Knight ran out of room. They had the Redwood box to bring back. Big box game about photography.
Ooh. Okay.
Wants to pick it up and Hickory Dickory. Yeah.
Whoa, we got our first cascade.
Ooh, we do. Okay.
So that means we're in yellow now. So now, Liv, you are able to hold more.
My hand is permanently increased. Hooray! I
Yes.
can hold 8 cards.
Which must be what your I was trying to figure out what the top part of your icons meant.
Yeah, the first time we go
we
into
can
yellow,
go
the first time
back.
we go to red, yeah.
Yes, because we can go back and forth into them, like if we repair the ship, and then so that must be what that means.
Yeah. Frost Knight wanted to pick up Evacuation and Hickory Dickory. Were you able to get a hold of Hickory Dickory? Because that has intrigued me, mostly because it's animals running up around a clock, which looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Board games. There are themes. There's literally a theme for everyone these days. It's great.
Okay. So, I maybe want to be a little bit tactical here, because if I keep track properly, Luke's not far away from having all the bits he needs, so I don't want to help him by launching an escape pod that he can use. So, let's...
You had the cash, but not the space for Hickory Dickory. That's a shame. It will be over here at some point, I'm sure, Frost Knight.
That is the worst, when you don't have the space for it. You're like, I really want it, but I don't have anywhere to put it. That's where we're at right now. I'm like, I don't know.
Get there. What else did you pick up whilst you were there, Frost Knight, apart from the back-breaking Redwood? Ooh.
Back-breaking.
The box of it is huge. If you've ever seen the Don's also got a spacesuit.
What? Why does everyone have spacesuits except me? Ah.
What was I saying? Yeah, the box. If you've ever seen Foundations of Rome, that box that fills an entire chaos cube. Yeah, Redwood's about the same size as that.
Oh.
It's big.
Why is it big? Does it have minis or?
So,
like
from what I can tell, there's a lot of. I think there's a lot of modular expansions included in there as well. Frostlight, you may correct me on this one, but it's the game. There are minis, and it's set up. It's like a photography game where you've got movement templates that you slot into the base of the minis to move yourself around, and then you've got photography templates that you can use to take pictures with. So there's. There's a fair few little.
I think I know what game you're talking about now. That makes sense.
As long as it doesn't come with like a big Canon camera that goes in the middle of the box as well.
Hey, that'd be nice. For the price, I'm sure. I'm sure you'd be getting a deal on your camera.
You'd snap that up. Yeah, pretty much the same. Interesting, the retail version is not that big. There must be all sorts of like fun expansion promo-y stuff that's chucked in there for good measure, which is always nice.
I'm going to use a pip card because I have more than 7. So, what? We'll remotely repair. We'll fix the engine room for everyone. Don't worry. All right. One more action now.
Frostlight picked up Pitch Car Mini and Essenspiel Similo, which is nice. The Essen Similo. We like Similo, don't we, Dom?
Oh yeah, that's the one with the cute animals and or gods.
Yeah, or fairy tales or whatever. And there's also there are board game versions that are being released. So there's an Essenspiel one, which is quite nice.
Yeah, they're good. Social games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see what we've got going on here. 4. Oops. Okay, it's not bad. 4 is not the worst. Alright. I will use the module to get myself my card. I will view this escape pod.
What was it? No.
You know exactly what it is, Dani. You don't go.
I do.
Trick me.
I do.
Let's see, that is there. Okay. Done. And let's.
Frost Knight, when you were there, did you like have a list going into it of like what games, or were you just kind of like, did you get some random things along the way? Or I'm always curious how people shop at conventions. Like, is it all list based or inspiration based?
Oh, you got a copy of Palm Island as well, which was rather interesting. He had my list, so I gave
just Luke's list.
I gave Frost.
The rest was inspiration.
It's just as things hit them, as I suspect. Let's see what we've got here. So I think I shall move to the laboratory for now. On the basis that we need to start doing some repairing. Trust me, I normally do look at what's on that's new, but would rather try before I buy. I am in that boat a lot of the time. When it comes to expansions, I'm more likely to take a punt because I know that it's a game that I like. But I mean, we talked about this when we played Cover Your Assets with Sovranti and with Dani and Alexis. digital platforms have been so good for being able to try games before we buy them. There's been so many games that we've played on. Not you.
Didn't remember talking to you, but okay.
It's because I said Alexis. It just picked up and.
Yes.
We'll
Yes.
just open the pod bay doors for you.
Yeah, so we were talking about this when we were playing that game, and that I liked being able to try before you buy and playing on things like Sovranti, Board Game Arena, Tabletopia, Tabletop Simulator. They're all of these things are available for you to try these games and try them before you buy them. Like I played Planet Unknown on Sovranti way before it was even remotely a possibility to get in the UK. I still had to get an American to buy it for me because it was $500 worth of shipping at that Kickstarter from that Kickstarter. I was like, nope, don't send it to me. Send it to an American who will then send it to me for like $15. That's fine. I'll worry about it that way. Frostnet says, yeah, for sure. Expansions are a surefire, yes, but sometimes seeing a game might translate into a thing. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one day I'd like to go to Essen. Mm-hmm. It's probably not going to happen until 2025, I suspect. Because next year we'll be looking to go to Japan. So, won't quite happen.
Woo!
Yeah, Japan. And then after that will be 2025. Well, things will have calmed down, I'm sure. Post-wedding and nothing else going on, so we might as well go off, go to Germany.
How far would that be for you? Would you fly or would you drive?
Depends. Yeah, Frostnet, make sure to use a certain board game to plan. Yeah, let's go to Japan. That will come out soon. I don't know. I'd be tempted to drive it. Because, I mean, driving from here to Germany to Essen, I don't know, how long did it take you, Frostnet? Because it's virtually the same journey, maybe less, half an hour or so. To get around for us. I feel like it'll take a day and a half to get there. But two drivers for the hassle of flying and then not having a car together. Plus you have the option that you could stay outside of Essen, then drive in. Yeah, almost a day factoring in ferry time, etc. So,
okay,
not too bad. It's like driving, kind of like driving from New York to Orlando.
I was gonna say that's like we're from Minnesota. We live in Florida now, and it takes a full day. It takes 24 hours.
Yeah. The only reason I know that that's the sort of rough driving time from Orlando to New York is because I looked it up just in case we had to be diverted to New York when we came to Orlando last year. It's like,
that would have been terrible.
I might have to drive this. I'm not
that would have been horrible.
It would have been dreadful.
I was impressed that you knew that. I was like, yeah, that's the same distance. For those who don't know, Minnesota is in the center of the United States, in the north. So it's a little west of New York.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Literally.
Is it on the border of Canada?
In the middle.
Just a bit...
Yeah, it is. It borders Canada. Yeah. It's cold. Nose.
Sounds great. To be honest, I love it. I love the idea of living somewhere where there's a lot of snow regularly. Because I'm a winter guy. I like winter. We have got some unseasonably warm October weather happening, and I'm in shorts, and it's weird.
Yeah. We're having a cold day in Florida. It's not cold, but it's like 70, and it's been cloudy, so the sun isn't out, and it's not as humid right now. So it is beautiful. And like my husband and I cannot get enough because we miss the cold. Like we don't love being hot all the time, like in Florida, but we do not miss. Minnesota gets very cold, and that's what we don't miss. Like the year we decided to move, it was like you were going to be at risk of frostbite if you were outside longer than 5 minutes. And so it was 4 days in a row of that temperature. So the wind chill was horrible. And we were like, it's time. it's time to move. Like this is no. It's not like, oh,
This is a
it's
sign.
snowing, you know. When it snows, it's actually nicer weather because it won't like it's usually around a little colder than 30 degrees Fahrenheit. So is that 0 degree? That's 0 degrees.
Zero is,
Celsius, right?
is
Freezing.
42.
It's freezing.
Yeah, 42.
It's
I
freezing.
think,
0 degrees.
Yeah, freezing
That
0
makes more
degrees
sense.
centigrade, and then
It's
Fahrenheit.
more
I think it's like
sense
40.
than 32 degrees.
I think it's, yeah, it's 42. I think is the comparison. I'm not certain. I can never tell with Fahrenheit. When Americans say their temperature, I'm just like, that sounds lovely. I have no idea where that is in the scale, but it sounds nice.
Yeah. So 70 degrees is like, I don't. Okay, well, 32 is freezing. So I don't know. I don't know how to convert, except for with Google.
It's not linear. That's the annoying thing.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's like
dear. It keeps it. Frostnite saying he was wondering why it was so warm when he came back. It's a lot colder in Germany at the moment, which makes sense. Germany's a little bit slightly further north, slightly.
Oh yeah.
Not by much, but not too bad. What are you doing, Dom? Looks like you're thinking about things.
Yeah, I'm realizing I've kind of misplayed. Hang on. No, I may have just thought of something.
Genius level strategies.
Yeah, no, I think I know what I'm doing. Okay, that's something resembling a fan. Let's go for it. Well, that's the wrong button.
That was a good start. The cunning plan may not go well.
Oh, I actually have to move onto the fuse thingy. Huh?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to use the fuse.
Are you trying to set the fuse?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'd have to use the module.
Oh,
Did you click
choose
that
to
button?
move the fuse cube from. Okay, so only one fuse can be active at a time.
Yes. Yes.
Got
Yes.
it.
There's only one fuse.
Okay.
If you were playing co-op, there would be multiple cubes, but in competitive, there's only one.
There is only one.
There you go.
Yep. And now, having looked at what my card does.
Thanks, Frostnite. Good to see you. Good chat. Gonna need some sleep, and then got some. Some emergency DIY to deal with tomorrow. I will ask you about that tomorrow. Oh,
round we go.
Ooh, what was that?
What have you
that
just
was
done?
the lift. That was the lift and shift card.
Oh, you just moved us all. Oh,
yeah,
my
instantly moved.
goodness.
Instantly moved to the place where the player on your left is.
Well, I sneezed and I did not have a chance to hit extend time, so that's unfortunate. Oh, now Dani gets more actions.
No, that's not me because we had to switch.
Oh yeah, it's Dom. Well, that's
Thanks,
okay.
Dom.
Well, that's adjusted my plan somewhat. Well, I'm going to be petty because I couldn't get a chance to play this earlier. Override! Your quick thinking.
Okay.
No quick
Do
thinking.
not get another action.
What does that do?
It just cancels your card.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's a nope from Exploding Kittens.
Fair enough.
I would have liked to have done that on the shift card, but well, never mind. I was too late. Curse the bodily functions of sneezing.
Amazing.
What's worse, you just sneezed in your spacesuit. That is going to be messy.
That is internal windscreen wipers going.
Oh, you have another quick
I have
thinking
more
card?
quick thinking, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Well, okay then.
I had a cunning plan.
I had a cunning flan.
Ah, okay. I thought I could move into the escape pod. But apparently not.
It's not got power to it, so.
So it doesn't have power. So you have to fix the engine room in order for it to have power.
Okay. So my
Sounds
cunning
like,
plan
are
was
you
not as cunning
kidding?
as I thought, but
Well, you could use it to move. Move yourself closer, then you've got more actions to get around.
that's fine. I'll hang on to that just to.
What
mess with
module
you.
am I in right now? Oh, okay.
You are in the laboratory.
Of course, I have a suspicion that the escape pod I'm next to is not going to remain usable.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Okay. New plan then.
Okay.
Ooh, what have we got happening here? Eva.
Ah, you get to hop to anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're struggling with the symbols on your cards, they do have written descriptions in the manual, which I'm finding quite handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Preparing the room for.
We'll see if you can stop Dom.
No pressure on me whatsoever.
No pressure.
No pressure. If only I were in the room that could allow me to change reality. Oh, wait.
Whoa! Oh, wait, you are.
Oh, there's quick thinking. There it is. Yep. Is this a problem that Dom's...
How many did you have? You did 3 of them?
No, he had the same one. He just undid it.
I undid it because I hadn't realised the power thing.
I missed that. Sorry.
Does this mean Dom wins, or...?
Possibly.
Depends.
There's power. I haven't got the things, have I? No, I messed up.
Don't have the cards?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh well, there we go. I was trying to be too clever. That's on me.
Curses!
Happens.
It's all good.
Oh well.
So, okay, so I feel like I'm kind of safe to leave that one alone for a little bit.
What does
Yes.
this card do?
Because I don't think... Oh, no, actually... No, because I feel like that will have given the game away to what that escape pod is. I know what it is. And Dom knows what it is.
Oh.
Dani may have guessed what it is. Who knows?
Maybe.
That was a subtle smile of I have confidence, or I'm good at lying.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Let's hop over to the teleport. That seems like it could be a good place to be.
Alright, I'm going to use the module just because I'm here. Yeah, change from A, and I shall make it.
So.
I shall make it F.
Whoa!
And I shall start a meander to the greenhouse.
Nice.
And a meander to the sensors.
What's it like to just walk in rooms and they don't have oxygen? Tell me what that
feels pretty great. Don't have to breathe. I am projecting Chad energy here, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not, but it's what I'm doing.
Whoa.
Oh, that's interesting. That's navigation module. Pop.
Yes.
Now, if I remember rightly, Dom does not have a greenhouse or a navigation code. Food rations or a navigation code.
Unless he drew one.
He may have drawn one, yeah, that is a possibility. And he has the teleporter. So we could get one of them this turn. Potentially. Yeah.
Whoa! Straight to the navigation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Need the cards.
Needs the card.
Okay, turn is done. Let's see what happens this turn.
Ooh, the teleporter's been hit.
Well, I'm glad I teleported out before it got hit by a meteorite.
Just in the background, you just bamf out. You just see the meteorite coming through the window. Ooh, Dani's doing a teleport. It's got the Eva.
Does Dani have all the cards?
Dani is trying to escape. Yeah,
Yes.
that was the wrong choice I made. I should have gone for Elsing. Hey, Dani wins
Woo!
it. Yeah.
Yay! That was Mission Catastrophe. What do you think?
That's fun. I like that. That's
I like that.
Good.
I realised what I should. As soon as I went F, I went nope. I should have gone for a different one because I had Hack the Bridge in my hand still, so I could have changed it to F on my turn.
Oh yeah. You could have done that.
That
That's
would have
what
been smart.
like this game. Like we chose not to play hard mode. We chose not to play the under pressure. If you want even more stress and like trying to figure out, okay, do we fix the ship or are we moving around? Like I feel like in this mode, for the most part, the ship is pretty stable. If you play other modes, it's like the ship is going down, there's cascades everywhere, you're like, so it's a lot more going on. So there's a lot more that we can scale up to as we play more games. So
yeah. It felt very
Glad
stable.
you
I like
liked
that.
it.
That is good fun. And I can see the replayability of it is very, very high, which I like. Particularly for
yes. And for anyone out there that has Flamecraft, you know that Cardboard Alchemy, like the box and the materials, and everything is like so well put together. Same thing with Mission Catastrophe. So try it out on Sovranti, and if you like it, you can go buy the physical game. I have it back here on my shelf. Pristine interior box, in my opinion.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. There is some fun stuff here. Well, I mean, we've got a bit of time left, unless you've got an out, Dani. We could try again. Or try something else on Sovereignty, as we have time.
We could do, I think the co-op mode actually would be faster if you wanted to do a quick co-op game just to see kind of how that works. It works very similar, but if you wanted to play it again, but in a different kind of way.
Let's give co-op.
All right.
So if I come out and then click ready, everyone's back out.
Yep. If we just click ready again, then we're good to go.
If you're ready, come get it. Alrighty. So I'm guessing in co-op mode there's a lot more open information about what's going on with various bits and pieces. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so like all the pip cards are going to be face up, so you can see everyone's cards. Whenever you flip over an escape pod, it's going to be visible. All right, so you can choose the ship layout. We can change the layout to have a little different experience.
Let's go random and see what this spits out. Roswell.
All right.
This will be interesting for a 3-player.
It will be.
Co-op Survivor. Haha. Standard Marauder or the Mind Mold? Are those levels of difficulty?
So yes. So Standard won't have any other enemies in the game. It'll just have you working against the meteors hitting the ship, basically. The Marauder there's two Marauders. There's the tall Marauder and the small Marauder. And they're kind of like aliens on your ship. sort of. And what they do is anytime that they're on your location, you have to discard a pip card. So they will follow you. So after everyone's turn, you have to choose which one to move. You choose the tall one, it'll move towards, like, the tall one will move towards you. Choose the small one, the small one will move towards you. That would be tricky enough in this little layout we have here if we wanted to add a little bit of challenge. The Mind Mold, I actually haven't played before. So we could give that a try too, and Sovranti will guide us through it if we wanted to. Otherwise, we could just do standard, which is very similar to what we just played, with the only exception being we have to all get off the ship.
Gotcha.
So,
should we go chaos mode? Should we just go Mind Mold and see what happens?
Sure.
We could.
Let's see
all
what
right.
happens. Do you want to play with hard mode? No, we've got enough chaos going on.
No, we have enough. We have enough here.
We've chosen. We're fine, thank you. Let's go with random numbers, location numbers.
Ugh. All right, choose your character.
Chad, we've got you this time. I've got your apron. Are all the characters minis for this as well in the base game, or are they?
Yes. Yep, they all have a mini.
Very nice.
So the mini that's like on the center, it's the same design.
Can I inspect the mini?
This mini don't work.
I can inspect the mini.
So I will try Xander this time.
Have a look.
Ooh.
Have a look at Chad. Oh, that's cool.
No, I'm very happy with this because I've got basically a power loader mini.
That looks like that would not be out of place in some 40k. It's got a peanut head though, which is a little disconcerting.
Well, that's the body.
No, that's me. I'm a little tiny.
That is Dom, and then he walks around in a robot.
Excellent.
Yeah, random roll.
You have a tiny.
And then we have
I kind of like my ability. I'm gonna keep the one if I'm on the location. I can give extra.
Right, I'm the pilot, and
I will random.
Double or nothing. When the dice are rolled, I can spend a thing to re-roll the dice, but it does double damage. I'm not sure how you saw that all day, but I guess desperation, maybe.
And I am the teleport controller.
Oh.
I have more art than science. I can use the teleporter unless it's completely dead.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And you can only use it in yellow and red.
Yes.
What's Dom allowed to do?
I've got a remote repairing to hack the bridge, which could be pretty handy.
Now, here's good news for you, Dom. The numbers are a little... Because we've only got 9 locations in here, the numbers they're a little bit more diverse. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 skipped, and then we've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In fact, no, we don't even have 8, I don't think. Or do we? We don't have 10. That's interesting.
Alright, let me see if I can quickly pull up what the Mind
Mold is. You've been infected by mold, Dani, apparently.
I know. I'm like, I hate mold. Like, I don't get grossed out by many things. I cannot stand mold. It's so gross to me.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
So when you find that last piece of bread and you go, oh no. Oh, buddy, goodbye.
Like, I know there's a lot of people out there that just, like, cut off. Like, if your cheese is moldy and you just cut off, I, like, can't do that. Like, I'm like, oh. No.
How do you feel about the cheese that has the mold built in? Like,
I don't like that cheese. I don't. It took me a very, very long time to like blue cheese. Like, I thought it was so gross for so long. Now I can handle blue cheese crumbles. I'm like, that's it. So yeah, I don't feel very...
Melt it down into something and then it's fine. You don't notice it. Blue cheese is great.
I have had it on steak before. Blue cheese on steak.
Yeah. Delicious.
I like that. That's fine. It's growing on me, literally.
One day we'll come with one of these sheets and it'll just be replaced by... Well, you are from Wisconsin, so, you know, cheese. Oh, Minnesota. Minnesota is the thing, isn't it? No,
Wisconsin's more
Wisconsin
known
is
for the
cheese
cheese.
hat. Yes, yes.
But we're
it's-
close. We were close to Wisconsin, so.
That's
All right,
right,
I'm going to view
Minnesota.
the escape pod.
Yes.
There you go.
Hey,
So
okay.
everyone can see that.
That's right. It's Minnesota Vikings, and it's the Wisconsin Cheeseheads, whatever it is.
Yes, the Packers
Packers. Yes.
is Wisconsin, but they're called the Cheeseheads. I don't know where. I should know this. I don't know where Packers come from. Like, is it like packing
Okay.
cheese? I don't know.
Possibly. I'm going to play my spacesuit early on just to do
Nice.
to get that done. Remove mold. I feel like we have to remove mold in order to do things. So.
Oh yeah, that's what those are. Those little white cubes. Oh,
All right. And let's.
we're
You
learning
can't-
together. Look at this is
Yeah.
proof you can learn while playing on
There you go.
Sovereignty.
We
Yes.
have
I've
revealed-
never played this version.
We're gonna make it up as we go along and see what happens. Dom's got a 4, and we have saved. We know where D is.
Yes. Extra action. What should I do?
Do you want to get life support? Have you got your oxygen card yet? Or do you want to remove a mold? Or...
I can do that. I
Feels
took
like
because I can't remove mold. Oh well, there's the mold.
There's mold. Oh, I see. It's mold.
I've been
meteorites,
affected by
I
mold.
guess.
Gross. Okay.
Yes, you can't get in the escape pods if you've got mold on you as well.
How do you get it off of you?
We're spending the action to get rid of the mold, basically. I think.
That makes sense. You don't want to go into an airlock where there's a fungus growing in there with you.
And there was something about if you've got a spacesuit, you can discard that to get rid of all your mold.
Oh.
Interesting.
All right, but yeah, I think I'm going to cut and use the module and get some stuff.
Oh, that's not.
So should we just run around and collect things to start with?
I feel like that's
Yeah.
probably giving me the sense.
So what you can also do is in co-op, you can actually transfer cards. So if like we want to, I can just collect multiple life support cards and then we can meet up later
Oh yeah, that might not be a bad idea, and then just distribute.
if we
them.
wanted to do that.
I've already got an oxygen tank.
You do, Don? Okay, you don't have one
I
loose yet?
don't know. I've just got Eva and Hack the Bridge,
All
so
right.
I can bounce someone around a bit.
I've got a
Okay,
hack the
I
bridge
took
as
one
well.
for you, so we can
Thank you.
trade later. All right, so what should I do next? I got one more turn. Should I just repair this module? Or should I go to
I don't know. Can we do anything about the mold to get rid of that from your sub? Because you're infected.
Yeah,
with
how do
it.
we do that from here? I don't know if I can.
Let's have a look. Something on your character sheet, or how does the mold affect us?
Well, actually, no. Okay.
Right, sorry,
Yeah, I want to
that's
use
cool.
module.
What are you thinking?
I'm not thinking. I just realised I could hit inspect and click my mini and look at it in really close up.
Yes, that's what I was doing. Having a little wander around everyone's mini.
I look very stompy.
Yeah, you just want to kick someone's head in. 11. Okay, not the worst thing in the world.
We don't really need a cargo bit, do we?
Now, I'm going to have to go through where there's mold. Unless I teleport, which seems a little bit... I might as well use the module and gain a power pack. Oh, I can't do it again this turn. Okay. In which case... I think I'll use Eva to teleport to the greenhouse.
Okay.
And then use that module to draw So I've got a green and a orange in place. So I've got 2 out of them, and I don't have to worry about these molds in the middle.
We don't really care about crew quarters getting hit, do we?
I don't think so. Oh, hello. I've just seen the mold is gathering on the central board.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it's a good thing.
I'll remove the mold from here.
Nice.
No.
Is there ever a way to remove all the mold? Didn't see that.
Dom said it was there's something on the spacesuit you can get rid of mold that way.
Oh, but I meant like from all the ship modules.
There must be a.
Or is it just slowly but surely?
It looks like it, yeah. Well, that's what it's like in real life, I suppose. You got to bleach everything.
Yeah. I mean, the bridge is down to just one cube.
Yeah.
Bridge has got 1 red cube and 2 mold. Crew quarters has got nothing.
Yeah, so I can't really go to the crew quarters. I'm a bit reluctant to go to the bridge in case it depressurizes.
Yeah, because you only have 1 action left.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll deal with the bridge because I've got my spacesuit, so I can go in there without a problem.
Okay. Do you want me to grab an extra power pack in case someone can meet up with me?
Yeah, grab one for Dani because that'll probably.
Yeah.
Okay, extra power pack. So yeah, I could just move up.
Well, you could repair the engine room because if that goes down, then we've got more of a problem.
Yeah, makes sense.
I guess.
Let's repair.
And then you don't have to worry about the mold so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, I'm close to Dani if she can get it silly.
Yeah. Oh, that's not good for the bridge.
I could make that.
No.
I could make that change, but
I can
do double damage.
I can go there on my turn, so it's probably not worth the risk. Okay. I can just go there and deal with it.
What should I do? Should I could draw a pip card. Oh, what are my cards? What do I have?
Oh no!
I have a hack the bridge.
Dani, you rolled a 10, not an 8. I don't know why it reacted as if it was hitting the bridge.
It looked like it was hitting the bridge.
Yeah, I was wondering that too. I sent in a ticket so that they can fix that because we don't even have a 10 on this board. So
no, that's weird. It's just likes to scare us.
Strange.
Such a small map.
Okay, so should I just draw some pip cards or?
Yeah, why not? See if you can get yourself a spacesuit and.
Okay, and then I have a couple, but I don't know if we want to use my cards yet. Oops, wrong one.
Have you got oxygen, Luke?
I have not got oxygen, but I have got.
I have oxygen for Luke. Ooh, I have an emergency meeting card, which means all players come to one location.
That's awesome.
Decide who's sus.
Have you seen? There's a board game for that now. Among Us. There is a.
Really?
It's called Among Cultists, which is it is based on the Among Us video game.
Interesting.
And it is exactly what you think it is. It's a social deduction game, which is
what? Really?
Yeah, I know, right? It's bizarre. But yeah, it's one of those things. It seems interesting. It feels like a throwback to 2020 when that was pretty much the only thing we could do with our time. Let's play that.
You rolled a 7. Okay, so we didn't get hit.
Okay.
You're going to the bridge, you said?
I think so. Do you want me to? Should I get another? Actually, yeah. If I get another food rations, I can trade that with you for your life support.
Yeah.
And then I can then we've got that for later. I can move into the middle, into the bridge. I get infected by mold. which is a thing. So I can't repair it if there is mold. Can I clear a mold off there? I can't clear the mold off there. Okay, so I can't repair it yet, but I can just hang out here until an 8 gets rolled inevitably.
Well, I could come in and fix the bridge up a bit on my turn, probably.
Yeah, you could actually. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. What's the bridge action?
It's the setting the fuse.
Yes.
So we know A and D.
We know A and D. We could probably. We've got B and C. We know B and C is going to be a thing, so that could be something we do. Repair it. Set fuses for A.
It might. Yeah, because I'm trying to think of if there's only 4. I think it might be still randomized between A through F. So we might not know that the other 2 are for sure C and D. But I can't remember.
Yeah. So finish repairing this or switch on a escape pod?
I think finish repairing because then we've got a little bit of breathing space.
Okay.
We can head up to navigation. We can all get a navigation tool and maybe unveil what navigation is. Actually, that might be a plan. If we get up to navigation, we can get navigation. We can pass the cards around.
Yeah.
Because Dom, you've got 2 orange.
Okay.
Dani doesn't have an orange. I've got 2 green.
What should I do? I can't really
for me
hold
to
any
submit
more
it to a
pip
bit
cards.
of
Like, should I
card
just
something?
go to your location and we
Yeah.
can do some exchanging?
Yeah.
Yeah? Or do you
Should I
want me,
fix this before I leave?
No. No one needs to get a life support card anymore, do we?
But we can't lose the A.
That's
I mean,
true.
we can, but
It's a 4. It's unlikely to come up. That means
True.
nothing. Means nothing, but it is unlikely. You could use your emergency meeting to get us all up to to navigation, and then we can all get a navigation card in our next turn.
this is true. Okay, so I'm going to use anytime card. This one. Confirm. Where do we go?
It says it's waiting for us to respond.
Waiting for us to respond.
Where did we all disappear?
We've gone to a nice new ship that's all safe and no mold infestation. We've gone to a UV room.
Okay, well, I'm
the
definitely
sun.
gonna submit a ticket.
I'll back out of the room and then we can come back in one
Okay.
at a time and see if that's. Oh no, I don't want to. Do I want to leave match? I do want to leave match, don't I? What am I doing?
You don't
Are you
want
sure
to,
you
yeah.
Are you sure you want to leave match? Yes. It won't end the game if I leave, will it?
No, don't leave. Just reconnect. You know, yeah, you can do that. Leave match, but when you get
And then
back to that loading lobby table,
Yes.
do not click leave game
Yes. Let's see how this works.
or leave table.
I blame the mold. Must have gone in the teleporters and zapped us off somewhere.
We just disappeared.
Let's see. Have we returned?
Okay, I'm gonna transfer pip card.
Aha! Hello. Well, it's given me the option to transfer cards to you, so I will give you a.
Yeah, like it's like it knows where we are, but we don't know where we are. I think we must all be on my location.
That would make
So
sense.
we must all be on life support. I thought we would have gotten to choose our location.
I would have thought so.
That is not the case.
Well,
Okay, Dom, do you want to transfer a?
I mean, I've got a spare power pack if you want it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
what do you need in return?
Yeah, what do you need?
A green or a yellow, but
We all need.
I
we
only
all
have
need
one
yellow.
green.
yeah. So whatever, really. Whatever you can spare.
What cards do you have?
Sorry?
What
Cards have you
oh,
got?
you already have a Hack the Bridge.
Yeah, and a remote repair.
We're just making it difficult on ourselves now. We have to remember where we are.
Well, I think you're probably right. We are probably in life support. Would be the guess.
Yeah.
Hopefully our cloak will come down when we...
Oh no, hang on. The emergency meter says all. It says all in one. So maybe it just takes us to room 1. But room 1
Which isn't there, which
exist.
is why that makes.
Oh no.
But I feel like there should be another solution to that problem. So I
Yes.
submitted a ticket. Fear not, everyone. Our developers will get it fixed. So we'll see
let's-
how this goes. But it says the reason why I don't know if I don't think that we are in one is because I can use the module. Although we did
Yeah.
randomize the numbers, didn't we?
Well, also
Yeah.
that wouldn't make sense if it was just going to 1 because you roll 2 dice. 1's impossible to roll on 2 dice. So 1 shouldn't exist.
One exists in like that game that we played before. That's where
Oh, I
we
see.
start in the 1 position.
Oh,
It
gotcha.
exists. You can cascade into it, so it can still lose
Gotcha. You just
cubes,
can't-
but
It just cascades into it. It doesn't roll onto it. Gotcha. Oh, that makes more sense.
all right. Well,
Um,
let's move and see what I can do here. Oh, okay.
Where's it saying you can move to?
What? It says I can move. It says I can move to navigation, greenhouse, or operations, which doesn't make any sense.
Navigation, greenhouse.
Going to navigation, I guess. Hey,
Well,
I'm out of thin air. We'll get that fixed. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, so we're gonna view this escape pod. So we all know what this is.
It's very Among Us.
Hey.
You must have been in the vents.
I was in
Must
the
have
vents.
been.
I just
Must have been in the
appeared.
Well, we
All
all
right.
have to. We all have to go up that way for C, and Dom has to get himself a green. So
Yeah, so it looks like the game isn't broken. We'll still be able to get out of the vents.
would I like to discard my equipped spacesuit to get rid of all the mold on my player board? No, I'm going to keep hold of it for now and gather more mold eventually, I guess. We have damage to the 7. We don't have a 7, so that's good. Teleporter module. Oh, I've just realised something. 7 relates to it's the teleporter module, which is linked to my power. So my power is completely useless. I don't have a power in this game.
Oh, tragic.
Well. I'm wearing a red shirt. Huh. Okay. All right. Well, let's move. So I can go to navigation, the crew quarters, the greenhouse, or operations. I am in an extra-dimensional space.
Fear not, everyone. I already have developers messaging me, asking me to clarify the problems.
Send them a link to the stream, just like this.
Here's the issue.
We all managed to know we can appear at fairly random locations.
Oh, interesting. I only had 2 actions that turn.
Did you use one of them clean mold?
No.
Hmm.
So I only started that turn on 2 actions. Interesting. Huh. Oh, maybe it's because I have mold. It reduces. I think mold maybe impacts the number of actions you can take. That would make sense.
Right, so now where can I move to?
I have all
Navigation,
of the...
greenhouse operations. I'm going to pop to the greenhouse and pick up some food, I think.
Yes, good idea. And find out what's underneath door number over there. If this turns out to be B...
Food. Escape pod is B.
Okay.
But that doesn't necessarily mean it's not randomised, does it? Because
That's true, it could have come up. The fact that it's A, B, C, D in a circle is kind of funny. Okay, I have all my cards now.
I still have a spare power pack, which I didn't, and I need some nav codes.
Or do you and if you and Dani pick up, if Dani picks up nav codes, you pick up and you meet up with Dani, maybe?
Maybe.
Do some swapping there. Okay, I feel like we're getting an insight into Dani's work mode where she's speaking to the.
Sorry, yeah, I'm like really focused, trying to make sure I can explain. Sorry, okay, it's my turn. Oh, I'm the worst teammate. Okay, here I am. What should I do? You probably were just talking about this.
Yeah,
okay.
So Dom's got 2 engine room cards, 2 energy packs.
Okay. Okay.
So I don't know if I guess you wouldn't be able to get 2 navigation this turn.
Dom, I'm at navigation. I'm there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You wouldn't be able to draw 2 of them, as in number 2, not get 2 there.
I could draw 1, and then I could hack the bridge because we have to do that anyway.
Yep.
To get rid of one of my cards, and then I could draw another one. Actually, no, I can't, because I can't use the module twice in one turn.
Yeah. So that might be an option, is just to draw up, I guess, so that you and Dom can swap later.
I'll draw 1.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then, should I hack the bridge? Which one should I set?
I think we're probably going to want D.
All right.
Actually, let me look at it. Where we are now, we're at C and B. I have all 4, so I can just get out of Dodge. It doesn't really matter.
You can't leave without the rest of us being able to leave. You can't just leave us behind, Luke.
I said I can. I did say I'm going to. I'm Chad. Okay. You can trust me.
Okay,
there's nothing to hide here underneath my bracers and my apron.
I mean, Dom has the extra orange that I need. Yeah, you're right. So we need to exchange.
Yeah, but I think that
should we set B for sure? I don't know. Just because it's not affected by mold.
What have you got in hand, Dani? Which cards have you got?
I have a food ration, so I have a green, yellow, and red card. And then I have an Eva, which allows me to go to any location. I have 2 Hack the Bridges.
Nice.
And I have a Requisition, which allows me in co-op to...
Does that give a card to someone in your space?
Yes, let's exchange a card.
Trade cards. That's trade cards, yeah.
Trade cards, I think, other than those, like, required resources.
If we set, I think if you set D, I'll head over there and keep the engine room safe.
Okay.
And then I can just get on. I can just get on there, and I can leave when we're ready. 8.
All right.
Okay. Well, I've learned a lesson here, folks. It's when you start a game of Mission Catastrophe, check to see whether you can actually use your power at all. Because I could not this turn. So, what number is there? That's 3. Statistically unlikely. Does not mean impossible. So I will move, and repair. Pass. Okay.
I see. The mold accumulates on your card.
It does, which I can get rid of at least with my suit. However, I am concerned we only have 1 mold cube on the ship integrity card. I don't know if that's a possible way for us to lose.
Ooh, good question.
Yeah, if all
Oh,
the
yes.
mold keeps going from the chipboard, we lose.
You're right, Luke. We got to put some more on that board.
I guess that might mean, Dom, you have to go up.
Good catch.
You might need to go up to maintenance and clear off some mold.
Go and clean mold, okay.
I'm going to clean mold.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Ah!
The mold one. Yeah, that was a good catch, though. I like how the cube won.
The cube.
We've been beaten by the last cube.
No.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so now.
Well, there we go. There's the mind mold. We'll know what to do next time. We'll be better prepared.
Clean up mold as soon as it appears.
That I suddenly had a moment of, wait a minute, pandemic. If you run out of a cube of a certain color, then you lose. Oh no.
Yes. Ew.
Whoops. Well, looks like we're bad at this. That's fun.
That's okay.
That's nice.
Next time.
That's good fun.
I'm just loving that the game gets to be on the podium.
Yeah, that is amusing me. That's quite good fun.
You can take a screenshot and post it. Tag us in it.
Yeah,
Jason will like that. Jason likes to add the things like that, and like he did the meteors and stuff like that.
And the Sovranti Discord.
Well, next time we'll do better.
We will do better.
Sorry you got to see work, Dani, where I was zoned out for a second there. I wasn't a good co-op teammate. Sorry about that.
That's okay. It happens. It's all good. But if you want to see more of work, Dani, you can go on to the various points on the Sovranti social media and see what Dani is up to over there.
Actually, I think that's the only thing on the internet that is work, Dani. Because usually I'm like talking and stuff, which is more like me. But then when I was zoned in, that was bad. I got sucked in. I got sucked into to the developer portal. I was gone for a second.
It's all good. It is all good. It's all good fun. But yeah, so it's some fun stuff over on the Sovranti social media. You can go and check out the Discord as well, where there are things like mini golf happening every so often. Sushi golf happens. So there's all sorts of game nights that will go on a Tuesday, usually after we've gone to bed, which is a bit unfortunate. But
yes.
We're usually just like, oh, cool, it's starting now. Good night.
Good night now. Goodbye.
Have fun. Bye. Yeah, so there's all sorts of fun stuff happening over on the Sovranti Discord, so go check that out. Like I say, for this month, you have got the tricks, treats, and traps. They're happening through October, the spooky season. You've got Mission Catastrophe, which you've just played, Night of the Ninja, which we've played before, which is a lot of fun. The Night Cage, which we are going to be playing on the 30th, so the day before Halloween. We're going to be giving that a go. Skull King, which we still have not played on here, and Squirrel or Die, which we have played. So we're doing well on the Sovranti, play all the Sovranti games.
Yes, you are.
We like doing this. We like doing this every month. It's good fun. So that's what's going on there. And I've also got the Sovranti Icebreakers, the Dice Breakers. I don't know if you're doing those each month, or if those are...
We'll be posting some more of them. But last month was the giveaway. If you haven't been reached out to yet, I'm reaching out in October at some time. I just haven't gotten to it yet. So there's still a chance you could be a winner.
Yep.
But yeah, so we aren't giving away anything this month, but we're doing it just for fun. We want to get to know our community a little bit better. So if you ever see a dice breaker, just go ahead and comment. You just roll a die and post an answer in the comment. Even if you don't roll a die, I won't know the difference. Just answer a question just for fun. And yeah, so that's what the dice breakers are.
Yeah, it's good. And if you want to check out Sovranti and all of the games that are available, you can go in and enter Gameimp as the code to give yourself a 60-day free platinum trial, where you can see all of the games that are available. And in fact, we've got a couple of minutes. Let's just have a quick pop out and see all the games that are available on Sovranti, because there is a lot. So let's have a look at. We've got a couple of people playing 20 Strong Solar Sentinels at the moment.
Ooh. That one is actually also, that's a bonus free one this month. So it's kind of part of our theme. Sure. Yeah.
Why not?
But if you want to try out, it's a solo only game. It's great. It's a great challenge. Keeps you wanting to keep coming back and playing more of it. So that one's free too.
Yeah, that's by Chip Theory Games. Is that right?
It is. Yes.
It's good fun. So let's see. Last time we were here, we played Dollars for Donuts. $2 Donuts. That was a nice little take on a little tile placement game. That was always good fun. I'm just looking at all the games that are here. Apart from 27 Sentinels, we have played all of these. Let's see.
I know.
Humors, we played that a little while ago. That was good fun. Castles by the Sea, that was a blast. Forges of Ravenshire, I love that game. That was so good.
It's good. It's a good game.
Kickstarter's delivering soon-ish, I think, or maybe April. Soon-ish. Next few months.
I'm so bad. I can't keep track. I don't know how people like back so many. Like we have some people in our like community that back so many, and I'm like, I can't keep track of like the handful that I've backed. I'm like, I don't know when it's coming. It just shows up.
It'll turn up eventually. Lockup, which we played, that was I like Lockup. I like the role play universe. Thunderbolts Games has done a good stuff there. Space Base, good fun. Night Cage we've got coming up. Boop. I need to play Boop with Laura because it might be an abstract strategy game that she likes, just because theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course because it's Halloween, there is available now in stores Boop, which is just Spooky Cat's version for some reason.
Yeah, it has a slightly different mechanic too. So if you've played Boop, it plays very similar. But they add like a ghost mechanic, which runs along like the edge of the bed, and does different things. I don't actually know what the ghost does, but the ghost adds a little bit more. So if you've played Boop and you want to check out Boop, it adds a little bit different strategy to it.
I'm a fan of re-themes of games if they add something extra to it. So I think Patchwork is guilty of just going, here is a Christmas version of Patchwork. It's the same.
Yeah.
But Boop, at least there is at least something else.
Yes, it adds and it ties in that theme too. Like all the cat meeples are like Halloween themed and adds that ghost mechanic.
It's cute. Gifted Tulips, we've played that one before. Night of the Ninja, we've played that one. Squirrel or Die, again, Night of the Ninja and Squirrel or Die, both available on the silver subscription. Barbarian, I think we were due to play that, and then someone was sick, and then we didn't get around to playing it, which is a shame. But then you got it's not just modern board games. You've got Shobu, 500, Texas Hold'em, Cribbage. Tiny Towns is a fantastic game. Dice Miner, again, Dice Miner, one that we played on Sovranti before I bought it, because it's great.
Yeah.
Kitsugi, Broken and Beautiful, Cover Your Assets, Skull King. The Cats, Point Salad, Oh Heck, Wizzikins, Forbidden Desert. There's a lot of games on here. Mouse, Cheese, Cat, Cucumber. It's fun. There's a lot of fun to have, and Planets Unknown. Okay. But yeah, so that's all the various things that you can get if you go on Sovranti and get yourself a platinum subscription. Otherwise, you've got the full range of those 5 games that are available this month for you to play, and it is a revolving theme going around. So next month there'll be another batch of games available for you to play. So go and check.
Do you want to know next month's theme?
Can you tell us next month's theme? I'm guessing it's Thanksgiving.
I can. It is not Thanksgiving. It is hang on, let me look it up. I have it in my notes, but I forgot what we actually are calling it. Oh yeah, I remember now. We're calling it Woodland Warriors. So like all those cute little woodland creatures, like in Forges of Ravenshire, in Tiny Towns. Yeah, that's cool. What November's theme is going to be. So wow, we are only 9 days in, and I'm already telling you what November is. But go play all the October games for Tricks, Treats, and Traps. And yeah, I gave you a little heads up.
You're not the only one getting ahead of yourself. One of the guys at work put up a bunch of Halloween decorations last week.
Yeah.
Is this a thing in America? We have, in our supermarkets, Christmas stuff is already available to purchase. I know you have another holiday in between Halloween and Christmas, but...
Yeah, but like Thanksgiving doesn't really get a ton of decor.
No.
In terms of store space. Like it's a lot of... I don't know. I actually haven't been to a physical store in a while. So maybe. I mean, but yeah, usually Halloween is at least prominent. There might be a small Christmas section starting or holiday section starting, but the last time I was there was in September, so maybe it will be now. But in September, it was like all Halloween.
That makes sense. So, yeah, it's...
I feel like Halloween is becoming more popular. So I feel like stores are like making it longer of a season for them.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, it's
That's just what I
certainly.
feel like.
I guess it kind of helps get over the back to school kind of things in the summer. There's something
Yeah.
happening over a 2 month period, I guess, because you've got the back to school
Right.
stuff comes out immediately in the like mid-July. It's like we've just gone
Yeah,
to
and you're
summer
like-
holidays.
Right.
It's bizarre.
Good.
Anyway, that's the weird thing about retail. Anyway, let's go off and raid into our friends Loserpalooza and see what
Nice.
Dave is up to. Looks like they're just chit-chatting about Spiel. Loserpalooza. Is that? Yep, that's the way it's spelling it. So yeah, thank you very much everyone for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed what you see. If you like what you're seeing, then do all the things you do if you're watching this on YouTube afterwards. Like, subscribe, all that sort of fun stuff. Give us a follow here on Twitch, and until next time, Dani, thank you very much for coming on and joining us for this
Thank
game,
you.
as always.
Thank you.
Don, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me again.
You're always welcome. It's always good fun. And we'll be back on Sovranti on the 30th of October to play the Night Cage.
Yay.
And we'll probably be playing something. We won't be playing next week, but the week after, we'll do something on the 23rd, probably. I've got some fun stuff to do in London on the 16th, so there we go. But yeah, until then, thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you next time. Yeah, buttons.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.